Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again to the brand new video, and today I was not planning on releasing a video like this. I actually have two videos made about the best or worst cards from Onyxia's Lair. Should be a lot of fun. They're already done. They're coming out in the next couple days. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. So sub to the channel, like the video, all that stuff as usual. You hear that enough. Anyways, today I wanted to talk about the latest Mercenaries event. And to me, not only just how baffling it is, yet another baffling decision by the Mercenaries team, it just shows to me that they are not interested in listening to what the player base apparently, I guess, we don't want, or they're ignoring what we want, because they keep making these just baffling decisions. And what am I talking about? Well, recently in Mercenaries, they added a new event, which is cool. A new event, that's awesome. Their first ever event to the game mode. That is cool. It gives you stuff to do. You can unlock stuff. That is all great, awesome, good stuff, team. However, what's the main thing about Mercenaries that people have been complaining about? It's too grindy, it's too inaccessible, and there's no great reason to get into it. And how are you gonna win new players back? Well, maybe with a fun new event. However, we have this new event that is almost unachievable by like the vast majority of players. This is a mode or an event, they even said themselves, is tailored toward their hardcore dedicated player base. This game has been out for like 4 months and they're not trying to grow it. Have they already given up of like trying to grow it to like reach new people? Because if you sign in to try out this new event, which you would think is cool, like, look at this, I have a new Dawn. I can unlock Chai G, right? That's really cool. A new mercenary for free. All I have to do is destroy Ibis without getting it dormant in Alterac Valley. Okay, how hard could that be? So imagine you're a player that's just played like a few times during launch and you come back for this event like, okay, I want to do this. And by the way, this is the second task on the 8-task chain. This isn't like I'm cherry picking a late one. This is the second one. Okay, well, I haven't really played too much. I gotta just defeat Alterac Valley. Well, to unlock Ibis in Alterac Valley, you don't have it unlocked to start. You would have to play through the Barrens. You'd have to play through Fellwood. You'd have to play through Winter Spring. You'd have to play through Blackrock Mountain and then unlock Alterac Valley. And then not only that, when you get through Alterac Valley, you have to beat all these level 30 bosses, which you basically have to at least a good group of level 30 units and get all the way to Ibis, which you have to unlock. It's the last boss in this chain. You can't unlock any more after this. And then not only that, you have to beat him by that condition. So if you're a brand new player or player coming back to Mercenaries, this is almost unachievable. And this is one of the easy tasks. The remainder of them are even harder. And I will do a quick shout out, by the way, if you are trying to figure out how to do them. Old Guardian has a whole video guide on how to beat them on a budget, all sorts of different ways. He has gone above and beyond to try and figure this out for you guys. So go look up Old Guardian, drop him a sub, check out his stuff. He is trying to make this beatable for you guys. But my argument, or the thing that drives me crazy is this is a first ever event. The goodwill with this mode is at an all-time low. Players don't have what they want with the mode, and they introduce this event that is just almost impossible for a new player. Like, you have to have maxed out mercenaries, a full onslaught group to try and do this, or try and scrape by with the budget ideas that Old Guardian has and utilize that. And again, when this thing was launched, it was launched with bugs of Chai Chi tasks not working for tasks 4 and 8 if you selected nodes that were non-fight nodes, because apparently they didn't test that. So the event went with bugs. But honestly, that's not really a Mercs problem. That's an every mode problem. Every mode is littered with bugs, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm going crazier and crazier and crazier. And not only that, you'll note that I have story 42 here. Complete the Vandar Stormpike bounty. This is unachievable. That wing hasn't opened up, even though there was in-game language that basically said it was open, but that was miscommunication within the team. So there you go. And you have a new Dawn. So I'm like, okay, well, you can't get your daily quest anymore. Your daily quest from Toki or whatever, that would give you, I think, 40 coins. It wasn't much. It was actually really quite bad, but at least it was something. However, these override that. You can no longer get that unless you complete this entire chain. However, that's not even true. I tweeted out that I'd heard from multiple reports that the daily quest for Mercenaries does not even return if you clear the entire event going on right now. And I tagged a couple of devs, and that was answered, confirmed with dev that it is intended not to return. Maybe design can speak more on why, but my guess was the intent was the goal of shaking up how Toki works by replacing her with this alternative. And it's written here in the patch notes, for instance, we think Toki is doing her job well, but her visits could be more interesting. We're also exploring more ways to give players tasks. So let me just tell you, let me talk this out, because this is just okay. You remember the whole like water elemental, the air elemental thing where they took away the easier way to get tasks, and they're like, you know what, we'll talk about it, we'll come back and give you, we'll talk about it, and we'll let you, come up with a better way for tasks. Well, 4 months later, they still haven't said one word about it, and now they take away the daily quest, and they say, well, we want to replace it with something more interesting. Replace it with something more interesting. There's nothing there. You complete the event list, there's nothing. So if you speed through that or you beat that, you can't get your daily quest. If you're like 99% of players who don't have the ability to complete this chain, you won't get the rewards from it anyways. You're missing out on the daily quest. So not only is this event only for the hardcores, but they're also taking away a very little amount of coins from the daily quest, don't get me wrong, but they're taking that away from the players as well without giving anything in return. Like this, the Mercenaries is ridiculous. Their team is so in their own universe, and I would love for one of them to come on here and talk to me through these decisions, because I don't get it. I don't get why they want their mode to come off so unbelievably greedy, so unbelievably just unpolished, miscommunicative, just sloppily put together. Like, I know I'm being negative, but this is ridiculous. It keeps happening, and it's not like I go into their shop and there's some great deals to make things less greedy. No, I can buy 1,000 coins for $20 when I just bought Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster, my favorite game of all time, on Steam for cheaper than this, for freaking 1,000 coins. Like, they have this overpriced crap. They haven't fixed anything with the excess coins. They have made progression in this game way harder too. Like, I'm annoyed because like I have these new mercs, right? I have these new mercs. Normally when I would unlock equipment, I would just have to do task 7. No, I have to beat a freaking heroic task in Alterac Valley, which I don't want to do. It is not easy to do. Even with fully maxed out mercs, it's really hard to do. But no, they made achievement acquisition harder for no reason. They want players to engage in their PvE more. Well, you know what would make people engage in your PvE more? You make the rewards better, you make the gameplay better. Neither of those things have happened. However, you just make progression worse. So they make equipment progression worse. They add an event that only caters to like 0.1%. I guess they're just catering to their whales. Like, that's it. They've already given up on the casual audience and they're just going for their whales. Like, I don't understand it. And I'm someone, look at my freaking roster. Like, I have played this mode a lot. I've played it for achievements and all that stuff, but I've played it. I've maxed out almost every mercenary, and I feel like I am disrespected every time they update this game. Every time they update this game mode, they make it worse. And it's just baffling. Every other mode in the game, when they make a change, they try and make it for the betterment of the player. You look at duels, it was locked behind, the tasks were locked behind ridiculous restrictions. It's still really bad for a lot of players, but it's a lot better. Battlegrounds has always been free, so that's great. Awesome. Battlegrounds easily accessible. Ladder, we have all sorts of stuff. Pity timer and duplicate protection and better end season rewards, the tavern pass, which was bad but got improved, all these great things. And you got mercenaries, no duplicate coin protection, all you have all these wasted coins, and even no pity timer. There's still no pity timer on their packs. You could open, in theory, 1,000 packs and never get a legendary. That is possible. And what has their response been to all of these issues? Either complete silence or we're looking into it at some point. Well, this game mode launched in what, October, November? It's been half a year and you haven't resolved any of these issues, but you sure as hell have pumped out a lot of mercenaries, a lot of stuff to buy, but basically nothing back. And the one thing you finally give back is an event chain for almost nobody, and but at the same time you take daily rewards away from absolutely everybody. It's baffling. It's baffling that such a fun, cool event, this should be cool, this should be fun, is again horribly botched for the majority of players. And it just leaves me with this rotting feeling in my stomach. I don't know what else to say. I mean, they've driven away almost every content creator imaginable from this mode with these style of decisions, and it just doesn't seem to be changing. I keep hearing they're going to communicate this to the team, and they're talking internally, and they're going to improve things, and I keep hearing that. It's been like I said, like 4 months, half a year, whatever, since the mode's launch, and nothing has really improved in these regards at all. And even this event, which again, they give something, but at the same time, they take away daily quests, daily rewards, and I just don't know what to say. There's a reason a lot of us don't cover this content. There's a reason why it's just going to continue to be that way, and why I basically can't, because everything they do for the mode is just a giant bummer. Makes the mode worse. It makes it grindier. It makes it feel greedier. I don't know if that's their intention. I really hope it's not, but it really comes off that way. And the biggest shame of it all is the game mode itself isn't that bad. The gameplay, the core gameplay, is actually pretty good. People really like the PvP in particular. I always hear they really like it, but the road to get there is ridiculous. The grind it takes, the amount of time it takes, and just the roadblocks they intentionally seem to set up to make it as awful an experience to get to the good stuff. It's just silly. Why wouldn't you want the good gameplay to speak for itself rather than just trying to set all this stuff up? It comes off awfully. I don't know what else to say. I really am not trying to crap on this dev team or anything like that, be ultra negative, but when I talk about this mode and when I work through their decision making, I just don't know what other conclusions to come up with. That's it. I don't know where else to go. And if one of the devs would want to hop in and do like an interview on the channel or something to help me understand and walk through this process, I'd be more than happy to, because I don't want this mode to fail. I never want anything with Hearthstone to fail, but it's just maddening to see this stuff happening constantly. And like, I just want the team to make one big leap, like excess coins or better task acquisition or duplicate protection on the coins or a pity timer pack, one kind of gesture just to show like, yes, we're trying to make this a cool, fun game mode for everybody. And we're not just trying to take your money, and we're not just trying to sell you coins. We're trying to sell a fun gameplay experience that everybody can access. I'm just not getting those vibes. And I want that to change, but it just doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon. So there's a good old Zeddy rant if I've ever had one. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.